Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. I got a lot of responses from that video, and I have to put up some of these comments, y'all. I just have to talk about some of the stuff that's going on. Um, this is what you all are going to learn about me. Some people take stuff the wrong way. You're going to learn that about me, okay? When I said, and I have to get back to Rasheeda and them stuff. When I said that Kai, I guess his name is Kai, whatever, Frost, the one who papowed allegedly, um, her boyfriend, okay, y'all? Um, I have to say this. I wasn't just saying that I'm praying for him and, you know, nothing else mattered. It was a reason why I was saying that I was praying for her brother. Her brother is so fragile. And it looks like he's going to prison, y'all. And I said, I'm praying for her brother. Because he's going to have a hard time in a jail. He is. And I understand what y'all are saying, that he had no right to take this guy's life. He was walking away. And y'all talking about justice and all of this. I understand. I'm telling y'all, I understand what y'all are saying. Both sides. Both sides. Rasheeda and them, Kirk and them should have took over this whole situation, in my opinion. The guy's mom, they all should have stepped into this situation. But the thing that I'm saying is, I feel sorry for him. He called himself and had enough of his sister being done dirty and this and that and that and this. And your sister didn't have she wasn't tired of being done dirty. Because if she was, she would have been moving different. A lot of people take stuff the wrong way when I say something like, oh, I just meant that I'm taking up for the hitter, that I pray for him. I just know he's going to have a hard time in there. And he probably got tricked into this situation. He's young. He wasn't thinking about the fact that she keep going back to him. She keep going back. Now, whether he pounced on him too, we don't know. We don't know. But I'm going to say this. If he did pounce on him and he finished pouncing on him and got up and walked away, we got to think about this in every angle. Because we don't know if he put hands on him too. He couldn't get the upper hand. We don't know. We don't know. And when he did get the upper hand, it was when he was walking away from him. And pow. We don't know how it went down. They're not telling us yet everything. Okay? But I'm going to say this. It's a crazy situation. And I'm going to say this about my subscribers, and I love my subscribers. When they catch me not saying pray for everybody, and I just say pray for one person, my subscribers they going to get in my tail, okay? I'll listen. Because I'm humble like that, okay? They were like, they pray for both sides. A lot of my subscribers. And I agree. I agree with y'all that, pray for both sides. This whole situation is crazy. And I just feel like the older people could have de-escalated this mess. I want to get to some of the comments because a lot of people talking about a lot of stuff and I want to talk about it. So, Art MCK 3975. I really appreciate your story time. I have found a new respect for you, and I agree with your assessment of the situation. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Let's keep going. Um, Even under the circumstances, Annie Jones, 32, 3822. Ann Jones, 3822. Even under the circumstances, when someone is leaving and their back is toward you, that person is no longer a threat to you. And when you're hit up 5 to 6 times, with the majority of those papals are in the buttocks, the legs, and back, and one papal to the abdominal. The back area is the main target they were aiming at. You can't call this self-defense when there was no longer a threat, and they're saying there may have been more than one person involved in this as well. It may have been more than one person doing these hit papals. Okay, y'all. I agree. I agree. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all what I dealt with. Um, Sometimes, and I'm gonna just say this one time because I don't know about other times, but when it happened with me, when somebody is trying to take something out of your hand or reaching for you or whatever, in that type of situation, and I know nobody was reaching for him, but it's a possibility that when they papowed him, I don't know, maybe they were scared of him turning around and coming back. But they did say one papow was to the leg, to the front. So did that person turn around? I know people like, if they got papowed that many times, they couldn't possibly turn around. When this happened with me, this person was right up on me. Right up on me, pretty much. Don't worry about my nails. I gotta go get them done. Right up on me. The first papow was here. Right here. That person kept coming at me like I hadn't even done anything. The second one was here. That person was still coming at me. I swear to God. Still coming at me. That's why this person fell on top of me. I got away from under that person and I stood up. And that person was still getting up. I kid y'all not. And that's when I gave that last papow, and that was from the back. The back of like the buttocks. Afraid of that person getting back up. One more, and that was to the back. We don't know the situation. I know they're saying, oh, all of those to the back and one from the front. We don't know the situation, y'all. We don't. And it's going to be interesting to see what that situation was. Because you don't know unless you were there. I had so many people lied on me afterwards. like they knew, like they were there. Um, you're not gonna know until they or the whole truth comes out. But if they really took hours to even say something happened to them and this and that, if that's true, it's going to be looked at as if it was a cover up, y'all. It is. If there was a threat, then it ain't no need to wait hours to call the police and do what you're supposed to do and call the parents and they come pick up one person and this and that and that. If somebody's in the wrong about something and you're not in the wrong, you call the police right away. Ain't no other way to do that. Rasheeda and them was looking bad in this situation. And not only is Rasheeda and them looking bad, and the sons and the daughter too, her actions was crazy. They study recording, keeping recordings. And how did her friends get the other recordings? She was showing the videos to her friends. Why weren't you showing the videos to your mama and them and the police? Something just off about this whole situation, y'all. There's something off about this situation. And I'm telling y'all, both sides is looking bad, y'all. Okay, so let's keep going. 5 to 6 time hit from the back. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Thank you, Miss Lowdown, for sharing and being honest. I can't. This is from Brenda Overton, -02Z. So let me pull it down a little bit so everybody can see. Thank you, Miss Lowdown, for sharing and being honest. I can relate. You and I have similar story. Thank God I made it out safely. I still move careful. Stay safe. I do too. I do too. It's hard to trust people after going through some stuff like that. And this is why I be telling people, be like, oh, you can't get somebody because you don't want somebody and this and that. No, it's not that. It's just, I don't trust people no more. I don't trust nobody. I'm just gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't trust people in that way anymore. I know everybody ain't like that, but I just, that takes a toll on you. I don't care what nobody say. But thank God she made it out safely as well. Brenda Overton. Susan Robinson, -D2B. Unfortunately, this whole thing could have been avoided. I agree. If all could have controlled their emotions, and Kelsie had the strength. She had the strength to simply just walk away from the abuse. You're right, Miss Lowdown. The fall of a whole family. Nobody wins in this situation. They don't. Sorry you went through what you did, but you got away and have been thriving ever since. Thank you so much. Um, that's a hard situation to go through, and it took me a long time to even talk about some of the stuff that, and that's just one incident that happened to me. Like, I done been through a lot of stuff. Um, that's just one. That's just one. Um, you think different about people when people put weapons to your head. I'm just saying, you think different about people, and you kind of don't be so quick to let your guards down about things. Thank you for love_joy87 says thank you for sharing your story, Miss Lowdown. No problem. I feel the need to right now because I think it's other people that's probably going through similar things. And maybe they need a little pick me up. Maybe they listen. You know, other people listen to me, so why wouldn't somebody that is in a situation like this listen? At Jacqueline Dear Love 1623. Y'all names be so long sometimes. Reason I had my daughter trained for years since she was 3 years old in mixed martial arts and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And we have a very close, and I know y'all, sometimes the types be messing up. And we have a very close relationship with, and she has a very close relationship with her brothers. This way, some idiot wouldn't even try to think he could put his hands on her. Salute, love, salute. For real, for real. I did the same thing with my son. Put him in, stuff like that when he was like 3. So yeah, I understand. At still Soraya 16. What people don't understand is the danger heightens when trying to leave an abuser. Look at all the DV associated passings. It's a sad situation. Yep. Yeah. Because sometimes it pees the person off even worse. And they like, you got the gall, you got the audacity to call the police on me. Yeah, they feel like that. And then some feel like they don't care. They don't care. They sometimes calling the police really do make them worse. And yeah, you have to prep for it all. Seriously. Because it's so many times. That's why I told y'all the story about this other woman that she was trying to get help and get her paperwork just updated or whatever. And they told her to wait till Monday, and she passed away that weekend because he came in there and took her out. And this is a situation that this is something we need to talk about, y'all. It really is. You have to be careful. And you got to move in a certain way when you even trying to get out of a situation like this. You got to move a certain way because the wrong move, and they they on to you trying to get away or whatever, and they get worse than they were. They want to make an example of why you better not leave. Lachey C says it's sad on both ends, but justice for him. Yeah, it is. But, you can't be running around here putting your hands on everybody. He had just got pow before them. And I wonder what that was about. Did he get into it with some more guys? Was it over putting his paws on somebody else's sister or other female in their life? Like, we got to think about that too. So it ain't like he's so innocent in this, okay, y'all? So let's just go there, okay? Justice for him, fine, but justice for all the women he been putting paws on as well. Stop putting your hands on people. Tanika Lay 7152. Still no reason for anybody to take someone's life. But if it's you or them, they're going to a lot of people gonna want to make a home. They're gonna want to make it back to their family. That's all I thought about when I was going through what I was going through is I got a son to get back to. I just had a baby and I want to get back to him. He was a couple of years old, rather, he still was just a baby to me. I wanted to get back to him, and I wasn't finna let nobody take me away from him if I can help it. No, not somebody that I'm trying to walk away from. So you can say that if you're not in a situation. There's still no reason for anybody to take someone's life, but if it's your life or their life and you're scared, people are going to defend themselves. They are. So the best bet is stop picking on people. Stop putting your hands on people. If you're in a relationship and it ain't working, don't put your hands on nobody. Walk away from that person. It ain't even worth all of this. Jacqueline Mosley 3228 says your mother always knows. Yes, she does. I swear my mama took a look at him, and she said it was the way that he looked at one of our family members. She said, I said, what made you think that way? And she was like, I caught him staring and looking at, another family member, and she was like, he had a weird look on his face, and she said it was like an evil presence. And it went in one ear and went out the other, and I just went on about my business until I couldn't go about my business anymore. I couldn't. So, yeah. Your mama know. Your mother knows. They can feel when something or somebody ain't right for you. They can feel it. Okay, let's go. And you gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen. I don't know. Fathers have those. They gotta have those instincts too because they have children too. So they gotta have those extinct that, same thing. At money why mama, money why mama. Okay, Rasheeda and Kirk should have been put a stop to him abusing her before the son had to handle it. Yep, I agree. They should have said something. If they paying her rent, then they should have told her they not gonna pay her rent no more if he gonna be in there. And they doing all of that, pause sessions and all of that stuff, and him doing all of this and that. And I ain't paying your rent if y'all in there going at each other like that. Now I don't know if she's paying her own rent, but I doubt it. The son and the daughter live in a building, so I wouldn't be surprised if. I'm just saying, could they even own the building? They got money, so I don't know. So yeah, I think not just Rasheeda and Kirk, but also T Hood's mother should have been talking to him. Like, if you gotta be going through all of this mess with some female, it ain't worth it. You gonna either go to jail or eventually one of y'all are gonna get hurt. And that's what happened. So it ain't just Rasheeda and Kirk, but his mama and his family should have been saying something to him too. At Lucky V F7FT, Mia Campbell played the role on the house, yeah, with LL Cool J. This is so sad. Prayers for both family, Frost and T Hood. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna say prayers for both families, because this is a crazy situation. But people gotta teach their kids some sense too. Keep your hands to yourself. If it ain't working out and you gotta put pause on somebody, you don't need to be with them. At Terry Mays dash S4Q. Miss Lowdown be speaking true facts. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. Thank you so much. At Jane Monroe, the dash J9B. Why she has to move? What's this? Why she has to move? His mama should have gone over there and made him go. I am a boy mom. When I told my sons to get out of there, they did. They would break up with a witch quick. Amen. Amen to you, baby girl, because a lot of them don't listen. So you must be doing something right that everybody else ain't doing, because a lot of the sons do not listen when you're trying to tell them something. They meet somebody or family, and they don't listen no more. They listen to you when they're younger, and they get older and they act like you don't know what you're talking about. Only she know what she talking about. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of the sons. But hey, amen to you, girl. Congratulations, Jane Monroe. Hit me up so you can let me know your secrets, okay? Um, at Classy K 55. I am so sorry that you had to experience this. Thank you. But thank you for sharing your story. Thank God that you are a survivor and you are here to educate others about this issue. Continue to be great and keep up the good work. I really appreciate you, Miss Lowdown. I appreciate y'all too. Y'all just don't know how much y'all keep me, humble, because you have to be humble when you're doing this too. You really do. You can't be out here acting like you know everything. The subscribers don't know nothing. The other bloggers don't know nothing. You the greatest. You the only one to do it. You come on. You have to be humble in this. Next. At Mary my ATT 3004. Thursday's blessings. Thank you for all you do, Queen. Lowdown, we love you. I love you too. I love you too, Mary. Let's go. At Navy Bean 17. I had a stalker. It was bad. I had to move. Restraining orders didn't help me. I'm glad you made it instead of him. Thank you. Thank you. Did you get rid of your stalker? I'm just asking. Is he still stalking you? Or did you get away from your stalker? Not get rid of him, my bad, y'all. But did you get away from your stalker? Because it's hard. Especially, and they know what other people live at and all of the stuff in your family, all kind of stuff. Like, it's weird. One thing I wasn't going to do is bring it to my mama's house, because she was the one that tried to warn me in the first place. And there ain't no way in the world I was going to bring something to her house afterwards. So I was like, if something happens to me or whatever, I was like, okay, I was hard-headed. I didn't listen. But if I can help it, I'm going to make it back home to my son. That's how I felt about everything. And my mom and them. At love _joy 87. For your information. What you mean for my information, girl? Why y'all always got to be for your information? Kelsie is Rasheeda's stepdaughter. Okay. That's still her daughter. So, okay. Stepdaughters, whatever, they still your daughter. That's your child. Same thing you doing with your child, you doing with them. I wonder if that will stop them from taking anything that is only in her name. Or will she be pulled into the civil lawsuit as well? Rasheeda and Kirk are husband and wife. They're one according to the law. So if they're gonna sue her, the daddy, whoever's the real daddy, I'm just saying, or the real mama, they're one. So they still gonna get sued. My personal opinion. At Pete Jackson 7976 says he was running away from the power. So no self defense. That's what I said. If he was walking away, that's different. That's different. We don't know if he was walking away, y'all. He could have been on top of somebody, and somebody was standing over him and powed him from the back. He could have been standing over somebody on the ground, on the floor, and somebody came behind him and powed to get him loose from that person. We don't know, because one of the people they got, one of the brothers or whoever, one of the family members of the Frost people, they got powed too in the leg. So we don't know if there were some kind of entanglement going on. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But after they did their research, after they did the autopsy, they're saying that this is a homicide. But I'm just saying this. It's still an open investigation. So we don't know yet everybody's story. So we gotta still hold out for that too. At Herm05G, I love Rasheeda them. But I could never see self-defense. Yeah, I don't see no jurors saying that unless he was on top of the brother and the other brother propelled, and then, you know what I'm saying? He still was wrestling, and they kept on propelling, but it's going to be hard to, I don't know how this going to work itself out, y'all. Somebody said it was Herm says, it was a recipe for a disaster. I remember seeing and saying that, says you can't be friends with someone who wants your life. Two rappers in a relationship could never work. These celebrity kids tend to just have an entanglement spirit. It looks like he may have to pay for that spirit. Too emotional to have a weapon. Shaking my head. Justice for the deceased. So he basically saying justice for T Hood. Okay. They saying it could never be self-defense. At Mika Mouse Chocolate 7449. Y'all in these names. 551 mark. Her name is Nina. And actually, she has cleaned herself up and she is back into some acting and stuff. She has gotten herself together, thank God. Yes, I heard that she was doing good right now. So yeah. So thank you for letting me know her name because I had forgot. Terry Mays be on here a lot. At Terry Mays -S4Q. Sad situation on both sides. Praying for both of the families. It's a no-win situation. I agree. At Stephanie Cheney 2326. Thank you so much for covering this. T Hood is family. He was his mother's only son. Thanks again. No problem. I something is telling me I need to do this. That I need to talk about this. So yeah, you're welcome. Both sides. I see some flaws there. At Tanika Lay 7152 again. I love it when y'all back to back with the comments. That means y'all into the video. Rasheeda can't give her no advice, Kirk, either, where they're gonna get it from. So they saying Rasheeda and Kirk ain't got enough sense to throw, babies, basically, y'all. That they stupid too. This is what they're saying. And I'm gonna just say this, the way that they do on that show, I haven't watched it in a long time, so I don't know what they've been up to lately. But I'm gonna say this. Rasheeda and Kirk look bad on that show, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. On that show, he makes Rasheeda look bad, and Rasheeda make herself look bad. That she deal with the stuff that Kirk does. So I understand why you saying that they both, where they gonna get it from to teach her something. You know what I'm saying? And this is true too. It's a lot of people that's growing up in our day and age, and the parents can't teach them nothing because they don't know nothing. They family, they moms and daddies was out kicking it, not raising them too. A lot of people, a lot of people that's growing up now, their parents were either smoking their kneecaps off and they took care of themselves. So I mean, that's true too. That's just comes to a lack of having that parental guidance even in your home. So yeah, I get it. Oh, I get it. At Jess D 9854, Kiki Palmer recorded her baby daddy too. Yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. Why? And she set the whole scene up just like that movie she did. Go and check out that movie she did, yo. I forgot the name of it, but pull up my videos and pull up Kiki Palmer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. She Kiki had that whole scene set up just like the movie that she did. The couch, the stairs, the everything was set up just like the movie. I told y'all they play in our faces when they do a lot of stuff. So yes, she did. She had the camera set up, and that's why I said, what's the purpose of setting up cameras inside your house if somebody is doing some stuff to you that you know you don't want them doing to you? I'm just saying, why is he there anymore? Why is he there? What is the purpose of setting up the cameras? That's all I gotta say, y'all. Um, at Bianca Carter, 3465. Justice for T Hood. Like you said, Miss Lowdown, call the police. That's what they there for. Yes. Either way it goes, it's a sad situation on both families. That type of violence is real. Yes, I agree. But that's what the police are for. And it ain't just about the police. It's this helps you too, because this lets people know that you were tired of this situation and you wanted to get out of that situation. So you was calling the police to make sure that they remove. This is why I didn't want there to be no doubt and nobody mad like, oh, she's still messing with this person. No, you get your stuff and you leave. Me and you are not on the same page anymore. You gotta go or I gotta go. But somebody gotta go. It's no way we gonna be able to be together no more, because you can't keep your hands to yourself. And ain't nobody stealing my cootie cat. I'm just saying, y'all. So ain't no way in the world that certain situations just don't. You know what I'm saying? You have to walk away from these type of situations. You don't stay with that person and set up cameras. You don't, y'all. You just don't. So this is looking bad on both sides, y'all. This is looking bad on both sides. I can see on the outside, I want to protect my house. I'm gonna set up cameras around the outside of my house. If I'm not there, if somebody try to, you got cameras. But for you to just line up cameras all in the bedroom, and then somebody come in and then they just jump you and you pounce you on you in the bed, it just seemed like some more to that than meets the eye. And he can't tell his side of the story now. So I don't know what to say when it comes to that type of situation, y'all. So yeah, I'm just saying. So at Terry Mays again. Rest in peace to this young man, T Hood. My condolences goes to his family. Prayers going up for his family. Both families, y'all. Both. Just and I think, like I told you, I thank my subscribers for making sure I'm saying both. Okay, y'all. Um, I do feel sorry for both families, to be honest, because they ain't teach him no sense either. Okay. At Jane Monroe, J9B, if she did call and said something slick, don't put your hands on me. I can say what I want to say, set up cameras and all. Don't touch me. Well, one thing, if somebody is touching you, then why you still got why he got keys to your house? If somebody's touching you, you gotta have enough sense not to still invite somebody in that you are going to town at and with. So Jane Monroe, you gotta still have some sense. If the situation ain't working out for you, then you take yourself out of that situation. You don't stay in it and set up cameras and talk stuff and, oh, don't touch me. That ain't how this goes. This is not the world we living in right now. Um, People have been taken out for less. I'm just saying. Okay. You gotta use your brain, baby. Use your brain. At KC Coder 5331, wow, prayers up, love 100. Hey, girl. Um, at M Penny 6999, come on, that's intentional homicide. That sister is to blame, and God knows the truth. I can't say anything because that's what it looks like. You setting up cameras instead of calling the police. You calling your brother. Then you calling the mama. You playing both sides. Both sides. If you call the brother to help you, and then now you turn around and call the boy, the T Hood's mama, to tell on your brother, it's something wrong with this girl. It's something wrong with her. I don't know if somebody knocked the screw loose or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this. There's something wrong with her. Okay. At Arlena Lee, I'm just Arlena Nalay 779. I know he wasn't a good person, but Kai had no business taking his life point blank. Justice will be served. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If he was walking away, I don't see how they gonna prove it, but we don't know if he was walking away or if he was holding somebody down and they pop out or whatever. We don't know. We don't know the situation. So I can't really say. But if he was walking away, it make him look bad that he just was on some little, got up after he didn't get, knocked the F out or something, and he got up on some punk stuff, pop out to the front, to the back. That's what it looks like. But we don't know until we really hear about the whole situation. Um, And I mean, they're doing an investigation, so they should come up with what is what. But if he wasn't, nobody came out for hours and all this stuff, and they had chance to pick up one of the brothers and wait, around for the police later on, a little bit, couple hours later, they have enough time to lie and get their story. I'm just saying that's a lot of time for if this is true what people are saying. That's a lot of time for them to try to cover up their mess. And when something like that happens, you got to call the police right away and let. So it just make them look bad all the way around right now. They're kind of looking bad, to be honest. Um, it was a homicide, but justifiable homicide. The family got lawyers now. I know they got lawyers, but ain't nothing justifiable if that person walking away. I don't see how that's going. I don't see, but we gonna see. Okay, official read 133. We will see. We'll see what's gonna happen. At Tracy O Ham 4529, I met a man when I was 18, and I went by. I went stopped by his mom's house. She wasn't there, but came while he was in the house. And the way she talked to him, I knew he was no good. And when he took me home, I never answered the phone again for him. Because if his mom telling him to stay away from her house and he wasn't any good, baby, you and you ain't no good. Bye bye, sir. Oh my God. Wait a minute. She said he took her to his mom. Wait a minute. This guy she met took her to his mom house, and his mama didn't want him there. That you saying he wasn't no good. So she said when he dropped her off, she ain't talk to him no more because if his mama said he ain't no good, he ain't no good. Oh my God. Look, why did he take her to his mama house? Thank you for sharing that, Tracy O'Ham, 4529. Oh my God. Um, at really 7497, I agree, Miss Lowdown. People need to talk to their families and the other person before this happens. Been there. I totally understand. Man or women should leave. Um, this been going on forever. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And I definitely tried to talk to whoever would listen to me, and I got nowhere. I got nowhere. Even their families. I guess they felt like whatever. I don't know. They just didn't care. I don't know. I don't know, but I know people have a lot to say after the situation goes down. Oh, what we gonna do to her? We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Um, why? When your son was the one in the wrong, I don't understand why when your grandson was in the wrong. And then I found out later that he had a weapon hid out at the granny house. The same person that was, oh, she did this to my baby. He got the weapon from the granny house. This is what I found out later. So he had a weapon there. So y'all, I don't know. I don't know. These families, they fake. There's a lot of fakeness going on with these families. When you try to tell them if somebody daughter came to me and said your son doing this to me and that and this, I'll be going off on my child. Ain't no way having weapons for him and all of this other stuff. You not about to be harassing people. If you and somebody ain't getting along, just walk away, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm gonna be sitting up and, oh, my baby was innocent and I know he was out here doing stuff and the person try to come and talk to me and everything. That's crazy. Ain't no way in the world I would condone any of that. Never. At Jazzy J for life. We love you, Miss Lowdown. I love you too, Jazzy. And at Coco Pretty 510. This is sad. Really, no words. I know. It's sad on both sides. And it was some years ago when I was watching Rasheeda. I think probably when they first started. I was watching Rasheeda and him, and I just watched their growth and opening up one business after other, after other, after other. And it just gave you, I don't know, it made you feel good that you got somebody of color out here doing it big, even though they was being stupid on the show with him making sad babies and she putting up with all the cheating and the this and the that. I still saw the growth as far as they stayed together and they money. They was on their money, so you have to still give them their props for that. But as far as couples concerned, it looked bad. It really, really did as far as the couple part. So I had to stop watching a lot of the reality shows because it just makes black women look bad too. Black people in general, but it really make, black women look bad on TV. They always try to make us look bad all the time. So I have to stay away from some of that stuff because you see the difference in some of the shows and everything, how they treat our people than other people. Okay, so I have to stop watching some of that. Where is Kelsey's mom? I have no idea, y'all. I don't even know who her mom is. I thought it was Rasheeda at first until somebody, my subscribers, told me about it, and thank you for telling me. That is Sheman 647. This is horrible and sad at love_joy87. Yes. At Keisha Taylor 6194. They always find a way to put dents in people's pockets. That's in the game. Sad but true. Yeah, that's true. Look at all the people that's getting sued right now. Look at all the people that's getting sued and their money going down. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of people right now that, them people is in them pockets, y'all. They really are. They are in them pockets, and a lot of celebrities that got money. We got some running out the country and trying to get up out of here. All of that. All of that, y'all. So, yeah, I understand. It's a lot of people trying to leave right now because they tired of people in their pockets and these lawyers and stuff. But you also got to be careful out here what you doing. And your kids, you got to raise them right. You got to try your best to raise them right. Know how to treat people and stuff. Know how to walk away when something ain't working. Walk away from the situation. That's what you do. You don't sit there and keep on until somebody get hurt or somebody go to jail or somebody around you get hurt. Whew, Lord. Anyway, y'all, I had to talk about this a little bit further. Thank you all for all of the comments. I couldn't read all of them, y'all. There's so many. Maybe we'll come back and talk about this again. But yes, prayers up for both sides, y'all. Both sides. And you can't just act as if you know, her brother is the monster in this situation. Real brothers is they take up for their sisters. That's what they do. That's what they do. But real brothers gotta have some sense too. Okay? People gotta have some sense out here. If you are taking up for somebody and the next week you date right back with them, you gotta be careful of what you're calling yourself getting into. When you know right afterwards they're gonna be right back with that person. They literally said, he said, F her and him. So she must have been telling him to stop or something after she called him down there. If she called him down there, because we don't know how he got down there. But we gonna find out. We definitely is gonna find out, okay, y'all? So thank you all so much for the comments and all that good stuff. And stop taking stuff the wrong way all the time. Y'all be taking stuff the wrong way too many times. Just because I say a prayers up for him, I just feel sorry for that back door, because they gonna go in that back door, y'all. And I hate to see somebody get done like that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So that's what I'm feeling like. Oh Lord, he just don't know what he didn't got himself into. And everybody is looking at it like every which way that people are looking at the situation as of now is it wasn't no self-defense. That's what everybody's looking at. Y'all. So we gonna see. But the way they explaining it, that he was hit from the back, but the investigation is still ongoing. We might hear something else. There was a struggle, and he was, you know, overpowering one of them, and they hit him from the back, and he wasn't walking away. Like, we don't know. The sister did let some cats out the bag that he might not be able to. He might not be able to get out of this at all. Okay, y'all? Because I think the sister did say that he was walking away. And I think she said that to T. Hood's mother, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to be a hard one right here, y'all. To watch Kirk's son, if he did shoot in the back. Papow in the back. To see them take him off the prison, that's going to be a hard one, y'all. Because he's so young. But that was so stupid at the same time. Because if this didn't happen before and she done went back and she done went back and she done went back and she ain't taken no type of steps to be rid of him, as far as still in a relationship, he's still coming in with his key, like he lived there. He should have never got involved in this mess in the first place, y'all. He should not have. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if y'all want to support the channel, y'all know what to do. Okay, y'all? Peace.